all men are the same. Really? We're young medical students, and in our room that day, it was initially quiet, and suddenly there's an argument between two of my roommates. And the argument gradually started getting heated to a point where we knew in the next few seconds it would descend into fisticuffs. And one bigger one was likely to beat up the smaller one. So we rushed to separate them. And the smaller one, realizing that it was safer for him to leave the room so that he doesn't suffer some beating, left the room quietly. And we tried to talk to the bigger one to say, listen, let's just have peace. It was just a basic argument. And we thought we had convinced him because there seemed to be some peace. Then somebody from another room came to our door, knocked, and the bigger guy, who had just been involved in a tense argument, went over to open the door. And the next thing we heard was he started beating up the guy who came to the door. The stranger that came to the door unfortunately came in to ask for the smaller guy whom he previously had an argument with, not realizing that there was an argument and not realizing that the smaller guy had actually left the room. This bigger guy descended on this stranger, walloped him with some blows before we were able to separate them. We separated them, explained the situation to the stranger. He agreed to forgive and left. And we still talk to this bigger guy. We thought this thing had been resolved. And then again, there was some peace. A few moments later, this bigger guy came to me and said he wanted to have a word with me. He said, listen, Dale, I'm so sorry for what happened. I don't know what came over me. I am not happy at the way I behaved, especially beating up a stranger just because he came around to ask for the person I had an issue with. But then he said, Dale, I want to beg you for a favor. I said, what is that? He said, please, don't use my action today to stigmatize the people of my tribe. Please, never refer to people of my tribe as being people who would act the way I acted today just because of what I did. I'm a man, and I'm aware that there has been no election held, whether here or anywhere in the world, where we agreed that a particular man should represent all men. And I also know the same for the female folk. There is no single woman or women that have been voted as representatives of women worldwide. What I'm trying to say is this. If a man has done something to you, if Ade has offended you, it is Ade that offended you, not men. If Juliana has hurt you, it is Juliana that has hurt you, not women. Do not represent men by the evil that one individual or some individuals have done. And don't do that for women either. Please, let's take human beings for who they are and how they behave to us. Do not imply that just because somebody from their tribe, somebody from their gender, somebody from their occupation behave that way, then it means that all of them or almost all of them are like that. I know that the tendency is there that when a great percentage of a population do something, it's likely we want to say all of them are susceptible to doing it. But that is not always correct. Please, if one man has hurt you, it is not all men that are bad. If one woman has hurt you, it is not all women that are bad. Do not stigmatize any gender because of the behavior of one of them.